Yes, sir. I can hear you. I'm putting a video on now. What's up, my guy?
What's going on, man? Welcome to the show, Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max. We have Miami, Florida zone, Alapata zone joining me here on the show here tonight. Goes by the name of Zoey Dollaz. Zoey, what's going on, man? Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Live 365, iHeartRadio. We are here. What's going on, man? You out in New York?
Mad Max, what's up? Yeah, I'm in New York. I'm in Brooklyn right now. I just left from an interview. I'm like, let me tap in with my guy real quick, man.
How's it going, man?
Good, man. Just moving around. It feels good to be back foot on the ground, just doing the footwork, grinding. I love grinding, bro. So it's my thing.
You always say it all the time that you're a business person who raps.
There you go. There you go. You got the right idea.
Exactly right. Thank you for doubting me. EP is going to be available this Friday on all digital streaming platforms, and they can check it out on YouTube right now.
Yes, it's out exclusively on YouTube right at the moment. Friday, it's on all streaming platforms. All of it is out there. Please make sure y'all check it out. Show the boys some love. I ain't come out in 2 years. This 2 years later, I'm coming out. I'm giving y'all all heat. There's no skips. Let's go.
That's a fact, man. Now, what was this title targeted at? Was there a specific group of people? Was it people that it was just plainly obvious that it was the doubters in your life?
Man, honestly, the title it goes to myself as well, because for a hot minute I was doubting myself. I was dealing with a lot of mental health situations, so I doubted myself. I doubted my talents. I doubted my ability to grind. So that kind of affected me, and I doubted myself. So it's more aiming towards me and also other people that did doubt me. You get me? So it's not like a title where I'm just aiming it at people, more focused on people. It's just me talking to myself. You get me?
We've all saw the Kanye documentary, Genius. It was inspiring to all the artists out there, especially people who are creatives in any field, and seeing the struggles that they were going through. What were some of the falls that happened to you early on in your career, and you had to pick yourself back up that really bothered you, and you just kept your head through it?
Well, I signed a deal without having a lawyer to some people because they believed in me. Just because they believe in me, I signed with them, and it was the worst deal I could possibly sign. So that's something I wouldn't do again. That's something and it also gave me motivation to keep going.
Keep going, and you're doing that today. We see you going strong, and just everything that you've been through, from unfortunately being shot a couple years ago. I remember hearing about that story, and Fat Joe inviting you on his Instagram live to speak about it. And just it all starts from the beginning, because you really started this rapping thing when you were like 8, 9, or 10. But the inspiration comes, and your love of music comes from taking your sister's CDs. You were stealing them from her. You were listening to Lloyd Banks, 50 Cent, Eminem, AZ, Biggie.
Yeah.
AZ, I'm curious because he's never brought up, and you're in Brooklyn right now, and he's from Brooklyn. What was your go-to AZ album? Was it Do or Die, Asiatic, Pieces of a Man?
Asiatic for sure. Asiatic for sure. Yeah, AZ is one of my favorite. AZ is top 5, one of my favorite rappers.
And he's never mentioned in the top 5. And if you think about it, Life's a Bitch verse, some people say that he got Nas on that.
I don't know why not. If you're a hip-hop fan, I don't understand, especially if you're a New York hip-hop fan, which I was because of my sister, as you said. Like, I for sure know about AZ. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. Should be brought up a lot more. And they say that he got Nas on Life's a Bitch off of Illmatic too.
Man, I ain't even gonna make that a debate. I'm going with that.
Woo! Sure. I like that. That's being different, man. It's all about being different. And the other tapes that you were listening to, like the Funk Flex tapes, the Clue tapes, years later, would all come into fruition. Full 360, you'd be up there with Flex. How was your experience up there with Flex? Because I could tell from his energy that he really appreciated the rhymes that you were spitting, and you were going at mumble rap on there.
Amazing, because I was always watching Flex, and I'm like, I can't wait till I get up there. And from me doing my 15 seconds freestyle videos on Instagram, he noticed them, and he was like, I want this kid up here.
Brought you up there. You did your thing. You put on for Miami, and you show that you can be lyrical out of Miami too.
For sure. It's many of us from Miami that actually rap for real. Like a lot of us from the crib really rap for real. Like, you got Tafia, you got DYFL. Who else I could say from the crib? You got King Hoodie, J.I. Double. It's a couple of us that really know how to rap. It's this kid from Miami that Kanye actually has signed. His name Euro PM. If you get a chance, go check him out.
I'll have to check him out.
And then you obviously got the God himself, Rose. Like, Rose keep up with anybody on any songs. I never seen anybody outdo Rick Ross on any song they've been on. Like, Ross' pen game is that.
You don't think Drake got him on Stay Scheming?
No.
Man.
And Drake is my man. No. I don't agree.
Oh, no, that's an important take that you have there. It's rare, but I respect it, and I'm sure there's others that stand behind you. And just
For
thinking about
sure.
it, just in the beginning, before hip hop, you were in the R&B. You were in the Jagged Edge, Tyrese, and the '90s R&B,
Yeah.
and you originally write
Still,
R&B
still,
songs.
still my favorite genre of music to this day.
You said that you can do it, that you can sing, you can write a song. Could we expect that in the near future from you, an R&B song?
Yeah, most definitely. I do it now. I done pinned down a couple records for people. I just don't speak on it. But if you go look at credits, you'll see it yourself.
Post and Delete, you had the opportunity to work with Chris Brown. What did you
Yes.
learn from that session and working with him? People call him an R&B god right now.
Man, Breezy is our Michael Jackson. He's my Michael Jackson. So working with him was amazing. That's like a milestone in my catalog. I got a song with Breezy. Like, that's big. Even though I got more than one song with him, but that's like something heavy for me.
Yep. And to just blow a check, and that was a huge song. And then
Man.
having Diddy jump on the remix with French Montana, and Diddy flew you out.
Yeah, flew me out to New York. Come see him do his thing on the verse, you know. It's my guy, man. Shouts Diddy, man.
How was your Diddy experience? You got the full experience there with him dancing in the studio and seeing how he operates as an executive producer?
Yeah, man. Diddy is, oh, man. That boy a machine. That boy a robot.
Oh, we saw that we did with Biggie and everyone on Bad Boys. So, but
Yeah.
early on in your career, that you wanted to, it was a dream for you to sign with L.A. Reid. We know what happened, and eventually signing with Future and Free Bands. Was there other people out there out for you to sign a contract with them? Any other artists?
Jim Jones, which was the first person who gave me a opportunity to really do my thing with music. We just never did no paperwork. He wasn't really interested in that. He just wanted to show love as he does for everybody else. You know, big shout out to Jim Jones. Capo was the first person to give me an opportunity to do my thing and to really like explore my talents and stuff. Outside of that, it's just Future. You know, my brother, he gave me the opportunity. He changed my life. Shouts to Future. Shouts to L.A. Reid.
Shout out to them. And Jim Jones served as your mentor because he was telling you that I can only do so much for you, but you have to do the rest yourself.
Yes, definitely. Jim Jones is my absolutely, outside of being my big brother, that's my mentor. He gave me a lot of game. He showed me a lot of ways to move in the industry. And he just gave me the opportunity to be solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go do your thing, go change your family's life.
Change your family's life, and someone that was a believer in you was your mother. Eventually when she saw the vision, because she was like, oh, you knew all along, because all she wanted you to do was graduate high school. You went back for the GED after being kicked out because you were battle rapping in the hallways and people were putting money up to say that you were going to win these battles, so they called it you're gambling on campus, and they took your beatbox away.
Man, I remember that day like it was yesterday, man. But shouts to Mom Dukes, man. She paid for my first studio session and she really got it going, dog. And I didn't go back for my GED. I went back to school and got my high school diploma.
You got your high school diploma.
Yes, that's all she wanted, bro. She never asked for nothing else. I went back, even though I got kicked out. I was out of school for a whole year, never told her nothing because I was waking up every morning going to the studio. But when she did find out, I went back to school, completed because I got kicked out my senior year. So it wasn't really much for me to get done. I just finished the classes that I needed and get the GPA right. And, you know, they gave my high school diploma. Mm-hmm. We went from there.
You broke it down to your mother that you wanted to be a hip hop artist, and she was like, why don't you get a job? You don't even have a job. She was telling you this rapping thing isn't really panning out for you right now. It's not bringing in any income, and you stuck with it. What would be some advice that you would give to people early on in their career if their passion isn't generating any income and it's taken so long? Because many times people give up.
Man, giving up never been an option for me, man, because I knew all along, bro. I knew I wanted to get signed by L.A. Reid, and he did sign me. I knew I was going to be this person I am right now. I knew all along. I never had a doubt. Like, that's why I thank you for doubting me. It's so important to me because I never doubted myself. Never doubted. I always knew. I always had the talent. It's just, I just had to make it happen and wait the time. I had to put in the work because, you know, the grind not going to pay you if you don't grind.
That's a fact. And they say hard work beats talent.
Any day. Any day. Hard work beat anybody that's talented. Like, because there's plenty of rappers that's more talented than me, but they're not willing to get on a plane and come catch Ubers, sleep in the same hotel rooms as your mans. They're not willing to put in these footworks, you know what I'm saying? So I am. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to fly 15 hours to go do that interview that might be important. I'm willing to go do that show that's important. I'm willing to go tap in with that DJ. I'm willing to grind. So hard work beats talent any day. Plus, I got both. So
You can see that here. You're building your own empire, and you've been doing it for years. And just thinking about it, because we have this whole thing right now, war on rap, and even Jim Jones has spoken about it in the past, that being a hip hop artist is similar to being a soldier in the war, and he's drawn some criticism for that. But you can see why. You can, if put each other in each other's shoes, you can definitely see how you can make a comparison there. Absolutely,
it's definitely a war on it, you know. But that just comes from internal, you know, like us, self-hate. You know, that's something we need to fix, man. Everything could be resolved through love. And a lot of us don't have that in us, you know, especially in the hood and in the cities. You know, people don't understand we all got the same opportunities, bro. We all got the same 24 hours. It's all about what you do with yours. I know what I did with mine. You know, it's all about what you do with yours. I'm going to always do what's best with my 24 hours. I can't tell the next person what to do with it. And I can't make the next person feel bad for not doing something with it, because it's mental. A lot of people may think they can't do something knowing they, you know, they could do it. They just think they can't. You know, so that results into resentment, jealousy, and jealousy don't discriminate. It just comes in. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be a thorough person. You got to be solid to not even feel jealous. Instead of jealousy, you could just turn that into motivation. You could turn that into ambition. You know, you see somebody with that fly whip, and you know that person, if he walk in the same street as you or been in the same street, you could go get that same whip too. You could put in the studio hours. You could practice on your talents to become the next Kendrick Lamar, the next Drake, or become you. You don't even got to be the next person, because it may not ever be. It'll never be another Michael Jordan, but there's a LeBron. You know, there's a Kyrie Irving. You could be yourself.
Yep, you could be yourself, just like your favorite player, Allen Iverson, who took a lot of heat when he was in the league.
AI,
changed the game.
Man. Chuck is my guy. Like, I personally met him. My Allen Iverson story is crazy, because when I met him, I had no idea he knew who I was, and he was a fan of me.
Wow.
So, like, that's my guy. I love Chuck, man.
The answer. Rest in peace to your good friend XXX, because I know that you spoke with him 15 minutes before that he was unfortunately killed.
Yeah, I spoke with X before he walked into that spot, into that bike spot.
It's just so unfortunate what's happening to rappers out here, and it's just continuing on. You're seeing it right now. Rest in peace to Trouble. That just happened a couple days ago.
My dog too.
You're losing a lot of soldiers and friends out here, and I hope things get better. When you do get hate in your city, and say if you're an up-and-coming artist and you're starting to make some moves, how should you move early on once you're starting to make moves? And then when you finally get that certification, if it's a bag, if it's a record deal, would you recommend them moving out? You got to move.
You know, some people is really accustomed to home, so it's hard to tell somebody that's used to a habit to stop it. But, like, my advice, when you do get that opportunity, if you don't feel like moving out of your city, just move somewhere that you know is a bit safer outside of your city, you know, remote locations. You know, because the most hate do come from where you are from. So me, I'm a traveler. I don't even consider anywhere my home. I bring the house wherever I'm at. You know, if
right
I'm
now
in
your
Miami,
house is in
I'm
New York.
in Miami. If I'm in Dubai, I'm in Dubai. If I'm in New York, you know, I don't try to attach myself. But no matter where I go, I'm going to always rep Miami, because that's the crib. That's what made me.
Speaking of Miami, I want to get into someone that you know goes by the name of Billy Wiz. He introduced you to JayZ at a Marlins stadium with a Beyonce concert going on.
That's crazy. Shouts to my dog, Billy Wiz, man. Billy Wiz did bring me to meet JayZ. That's who introduced me to meet him. And I didn't believe him and stuff, because I seen Hove, he was there, and I'm like, damn, this is my favorite rapper. I got to take a picture with him. And Billy Wiz was like, I know JayZ. I'm from Brooklyn. I used to work. I said, what? Oh, yeah, he took me, and he actually introduced me to Hove and stuff. I was like, that was a memorable moment in my life I may never forget.
What were the words that were shared in that conversation between you and Jay when you met him?
I just told him who I was in the song, and he was like, yeah, I know that song. And, you know, we talking. I'm like, I'll take a picture. He was like, yeah, for sure, we can take a picture. And then I end up meeting him again at Khaled's video shoot.
I Got the Keys.
And I told him, I'm like, yo, remember this picture? He was like, come on, let's do it again. I was like, yeah, come on, let's make it happen.
We need that Zoey Dollaz Jay collab.
For sure. I think once I get that, I'm a retire from rap all the way. I'm done.
Yeah,
If
you
I
once you
ever
get that
get that,
JayZ cosign.
yeah, it's coming though. I have a feeling it's gonna happen. I'm putting in the work for it.
You manifest everything, and just even seeing it early on before you that you were shot, you had your own bulletproof car service, still do, but it was
Yeah,
happened before that you got shot, and you've been servicing a lot of hip hop artists out there that have been coming to your company for them.
yeah. I actually, when I got shot, I had the company already. It's
Yeah,
just
that's right.
I wasn't even in one of my vehicles. But you know, it's love though. It happens. By the grace of Allah, I'm still here. I'm still breathing. You know, good people don't always leave, dog. You know, the good ones always go, but sometimes, you know, Allah always got our back. So I'm still here, man.
And I'm glad that you're still here. Thank God that you're still here and you're here to give us your hits and your upcoming music. How did your perspective and outlook change on life once that incident occurred?
I always been somebody that moves on point. I always move militant. I always move paranoid. But you know, some things are inevitable. So you can't really even. There's nothing you can do about it. You
Yeah.
know, that's just how it was supposed to happen. But it helped me to move better. You know, it just taught me how to move twice as better as I did before. So you never know everything. You always a student of life.
Always a student of life, and you're out in Brooklyn right now, and I'll bring this comparison to you and Biggie, and the fact when you were going through that incident right there and you were recovering, similar like when Biggie got in the car accident, that's when he wrote Life After Death, and he was going through life changes. What was it that you sought out from that moment that you wanted to accomplish? Because Biggie was on the bigger and better things, and you're on the bigger and better things. What was it from that moment that you said that, man, I got to accomplish this?
That made me want to focus more on protecting my peers.
Mm.
You know, making sure we safe, which is what gave me more of a push. I feel like I was a billboard for my own business. You know, just to like, guys, you see what's going on out there, and we wish for change, but we may not be able to change it as fast as we think. So I came up with the whole bulletproof thing. Just protect my peers, man, my rapper friends and businessmen and people I consider the same thing as me. You know, because I can't say I could stop the whole shooting and violence from going on, but I could start somewhere. You know.
You could definitely start somewhere. Last year, being humble was a major turning point because right around then is when you considered giving up.
Yeah, facts. I did say I ain't putting out no more music. I'm done. And fair enough, COVID hit. We was closed down. I kind of was happy about it. I'm like, yes, I don't have to put out no more music. I don't care about the shows and doing all of that. My fans gonna rock with me regardless of my old stuff. But I try to make timeless music, dog.
That's what you do. And does being humble put you at a disadvantage in the game to be taken advantage of? Do you think that's a possible case?
It does to the consumers because you know, they so used to the turned up chains and money and all that. But I'm a different type of individual, you know. I try to show people like other things that they could relate to. Because not everybody could relate to a stack of money being put to your head. Not everybody can relate to a chain or the shiny watch, you know. So I try to show people I go back to my country, I give to the less fortunate. I care about people well-being. I just care about the humans, you know. I care about us being human. I don't care about the white and black thing. I just care about us being humans, you know.
You do a lot for your home country in Haiti and just how
Yes.
you live better there at a time because learning about that you had a butler and two maids while you were there.
Yes, growing up I always had butler, I always had maids. And people may think it's something how I say it, but nah, it just was people my family gave opportunities to. Like, you know, people that was less fortunate, and my mom, you know, gave them opportunity. They didn't treat them bad. They treated them like family. I don't even want to call him a butler or maid because, bro, that's family. I used to sleep on the same bed as my butler. I
Wow.
knock out in his room. I sit down, talk to them. I sit down and eat with them. Like I share a plate with them. So I just always been this person that I am now for forever. You know, thank God for my mom. She raised me right. She did the right thing. You know, she raised me as a human being. She didn't raise me to think of myself better than anybody. You know.
Blow a Check, as we all know, hit song. This was originally a joke when I learned
Yeah,
about it,
it
and
was.
just how Atlanta rappers make records.
Yes, blow a check. Blow a check. Actually, he didn't hit it. Come back. Blow a check. Actually, was me making fun, me joking around like, nah, this how Future would make a record. Nah, this how these niggas would make a record. And then my homie like, I ain't gonna lie, this shit sound hard. And then we like, all right, cool. I reached out to Future to get him on a verse.
45,000 you wanted.
His management reached back out and said they wanted 45,000 for a verse. I reached out to Young Dolph, he wanted 30 for a verse, and I'm just like, I don't have either or, so we just gonna put this out on SoundCloud and see what it do.
And we saw how it blew up from there. It really took off by storm, and even Meek Mill posted it.
It went. Meek was the first person to ever post
Yeah,
my music on the internet as an artist, and that's why you see this around my neck.
Dream Chasers.
My brother for life. My dog for real, for real.
Respect to Meek Mill in every way, because he puts on a lot of artists out here, does a lot for Philly. And Future, you know, signing your deal with Epic and free bands. And, you know, he was always watching you work, and he appreciated you because he saw the work that you were putting in, and you were everywhere that he was at performing. And he was looking at for you coming out of club. He was like, where's Zoey Dollaz at? He was asking
Yeah,
your partners.
Pluto is my guy, man. I got real love for Pluto. Regardless of being signed to FBG or none of that's my nigga for life. I'm always rock out for Pluto, no matter how you put it. Just like Meek is my nigga, Pluto is my nigga. Like, that's my dog. He gave me the opportunity, changed my life. I'm able to feed my family. I'm able to move around with my friends to different countries. And I'm able to still do that. Like, you know, I can't say it wouldn't be a Zoey Dollaz without Pluto, but because of Pluto, Zoey Dollaz is able to do what he's doing now and further beyond, you know? So I'm FBG by heart for life. That's just what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. It all came done there, that deal. And Future's hotel room for San Francisco at the Super Bowl, you signed that, and it's
Yeah.
free bands for life.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Tatted on me. You may not be able to see it, but you see the Free Bands logo right here.
That's it
Yeah,
right
that's the
there.
blood. That's for life.
Tatted on you, man, for life right there. You had a great relationship with DJ KaySlay, and he always supported you, man. Just, I want your thoughts on the late, great DJ KaySlay and just what he did for the hip hop culture and always giving the real artists out here a platform based upon their talent.
Man, rest in peace to KaySlay, man. That's my guy. OG always showed me love. Always saluted me. Jets.
Always saluted you. Yep, he had you up there for an interview years ago, put you on,
Couple,
and
couple interviews.
yeah,
Couple
always showed
interviews.
support. Did you have work on the way with him?
We got a record together. We got it's called Champagne Bottles.
Champagne Bottles. Yeah, make sure to go check that out. Something I appreciated you doing out there was paying homage to the 90s with your album New 90s.
Nah, yeah, definitely, man. That golden era, man. That golden era is it.
Could we get a New 90s too?
We might. New 90s too. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. You always want artists. That's something that I always respect about you, is to not focus on music. Don't put music first. You want to have other interests, because music just gets you in the gate. Then you get to do what you really want to accomplish. You always make that statement right there.
Definitely. Music is a vessel, and it's a door for you to go through and open up other opportunities.
What are you looking to achieve outside of your music and everything that you're doing with your security company with the bulletproof cars? What are you looking to invest in? Any other investments?
Heavy real estate, couple restaurants. I want to do a laundromat really soon. I already got a gas station. Yeah, a lot more restaurants, food trucks, and like heavy real estate, man.
Aviation. That's your
Yeah,
true
I'm
love.
already in aviation. That's my real love right there. I fly planes on a regular. I'm a pilot.
Amazing. And just hearing about that you may have gone into the Air Force.
I wanted to, but my mother was against it. That's why, like, when I watch Top Gun, my heart be hurting, man. I be so hurt, bruh. You know, but it's what motivated me to do it.
That's what motivated you to do it. Who are you linking now? You're out in Brooklyn. Who are some New York artists you're looking to link with?
Man, I have like the relationship I have with New York artists is like, it's like family. Like Dave East is my brother. Like, we came up damn near around the same time. That's like my guy for real.
Underrated too.
ASAP Ferg is my brother. Like I go to Harlem, sit down, kick it with him. A lot of guys from New York is really my partners. Fabio, that's my dog. I got a lot of solid relationships.
You're doing big things, man. Congratulations on everything. Thank you for Doubt Me. Drops this Friday on all digital streaming platforms. You can check it out on YouTube right now.
It's on YouTube right now exclusively. Friday, June 17th. It's on all streaming platforms. Let's get it.
Zoey Dollaz, is there anything else you want to let the audience know, man, and your fans know?
Man, I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. We're not doing no more breaks. We just gonna go full throttle, you know what I'm saying? Tap in with me, man, on everything, you know?
Yep. And they can follow you on Instagram as Zoey Dollaz.
At Zoey Dollaz on everything. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Zoey Dollaz, thank you for coming on the show, man. Shout out to L Nice. I appreciate your time and just dropping.
My brother L Nice, man. DJ Mad Max on the ones and twos. Let's get it. I appreciate you, my brother.
No doubt, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care and stay safe. All right, Zoey?
For sure, my bro. You too. Love.
Love, man. Peace out, man.